Hello class, and welcome to week 8. I have graded most of the exams. There's just a few left that I need to get to. So most of you did really well, and I want to say for those of you who didn't get full points from me, if there's any questions on that, feel free to call me regarding why that is. But I basically mentioned that I wanted a little bit more content. What's important to me is remember that you demonstrate you learn something from the context of the lectures and the textbook. And some of you, I just needed to see a little bit more name dropping and context, some dates, names, and places, and something that really just shows that you're not, to be blunt, BSing me. Okay? Sometimes I'd get 2 to 3 paragraphs of people just saying, Rome expanded, Rome did this, Rome did that. Okay, but you're just going on, and you're not demonstrating that you have knowledge. And that's always what I'm looking for. I want to also remind you, I've been I grade relatively easy when it comes to, the way that, like I'm not grading your writing style, but some of you are still you are not capitalizing things that need to be capitalized. Like if you say Rome should have a capital R. Every once in a while, I get the impression that some of you are writing your papers or your video notes through your phone. If you're doing that, don't. It's college. You need to take your papers serious in terms of how you write them. So again, and I'm only saying this to you because I happen to be a little bit light in terms of I'm not as strict on focusing on writing style, but you're expected to have basically a 101 level, a college level of writing, and there's a lot of complaints coming from professors at CSUs and UCs for students not writing quality papers. So I want you to work on that. So I guess what I'm saying is that keep in mind that while I'm grading more based on content, your writing style still matters in the long term of your academic life. And if you're a history major, you need to realize that writing is all that you ever do along with reading. So you should also take that more serious as well. And those of you that I remember seeing that are history majors seem to be not having a problem with that in this class. So that's good. I just want to clarify some things. I said it in the notes about Constantine and Christianity. Keep in mind that while Constantine, there's the legend that he saw the cross on the bridge, and he ends up supporting Christian institutions, and he legalizes Christianity, and he even oversees the Council of Nicaea, a very important Christian council. The whole time that he's doing this, he is still officially a pagan, and he does not convert to Christianity until he's on his deathbed. So this is kind of an interesting part that sometimes that we may have overlooked on this the conundrum of what to think of Constantine. Some take a very cynical view of him, that he was an opportunist, that he worked with Christianity to unify his empire. He basically didn't want to live as one, but then to top off his legacy and kind of work with what he wanted to do, converting. He had to convert, before he died, to put him in the Christian tradition. But ultimately, we don't know what his sincerity level was, or why he chose to support Christianity so much, but not officially commit to baptism until late in the game. And so that interest, then what's interesting is that he was overseeing the Council of Nicaea, a very important debate about the nature of Jesus, not officially as a Christian. It's interesting, right? Just something to put that out there. And again, to remind you, many people think that Constantine made Christianity the only religion. That's not true. He did not establish that as the Roman religion. He made it legal. Theodosius I is the one that's going to do that. So remember that. And 2, remember that this is not when the Catholic Church makes the canon of the Bible, which is another myth that I've mentioned was perpetuated in the Da Vinci Code, and many people believe this. I just got into a debate the other day with someone about this. So keep that in mind. Okay, last but not least, this week we're going into a chapter that really focuses on some interesting aspect of Christianity going into the eastern part of Europe, which kind of merges with Asia, and Eastern Europe's is the Western world, but it's the Eastern world too, and it's always kind of in this weird periphery thing. Periphery thing is probably not the right term I want to use. So we do some interesting focuses on that. I have these documentaries which are expected right on the Swedish Rus Vikings creating what would be the identity of Russia, and then we go into Islam in Europe, very important. And I think that I had another video, a documentary that I just switched over to. I actually prefer this one, and it just goes off YouTube from time to time, and talking about Europe and Islam. And it's an important and interesting topic, especially now since so many on the far right, as I showed you in one documentary on an announcement clip, the far right does not think that Islam is compatible with Europe, and some Muslims do the same. In other words, this clash between the East and the West. And this one documentary we have that I have you guys watch from the BBC really kind of destroys that myth. And I think that you will enjoy getting a stronger background of Islam, since again it's such a topic on so many different levels. I really enjoy the topic. I enjoy all these topics, but if you ever want to call and talk to me and go into further detail, then I will be glad to do that. So again, any questions, just give me a call. Have a good week. And yeah, okay.